Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I'm your host, Kitsap Son reporter Josh Farley. I'm joined by Afton Prater, an up-and-coming country music star from Seebeck, and together we've got 5 stories that you just got to know about happening in Bremerton this week.
Can you tell me if he's the one? Should I settle down?
Story number 1 on the Beat Blast this week is Afton Prater. Afton is going to be performing at Rock the Dock on Saturday night, opening up for Chance McKinney. Welcome, Afton.
Hi.
And Afton, I'm curious, you've been performing live for people since you were 12 years old. Tell me about what it's like to get up there in front of a crowd and play songs that come from your heart.
It's amazing. It's definitely really cool when you see people relating to the song and singing to you on stage. It's awesome.
Been a lot of fire, been a lot of pain, been a lot of thunder, been a lot of rain. Things happen for a reason. I don't know what I believe in.
My new single, Old Soul, just came out yesterday, and I wrote it about, I played it, and I wrote it about how you need to go to people who you look up to for advice about this crazy world.
I wish I knew everything you know.
Story number 2 on our list this week is that the Manette Edible Garden Tour is back. You might have gone to the Manette Edible Garden Tour before. This year it'll be from 10 to 2 p.m. on Saturday. It's a fun event where urban gardeners actually open up their homes and backyards and show you the best methods for creating good organic produce in your own yard.
Well, we have 13 gardens this year, a few returning and a few new. We really focus this year on showing people that you don't need a lot of acreage to grow an edible garden.
I love to garden because I get healthy food out of it. I like to be outside and you see the fruits of your labors right away. And there's nothing like going out and harvesting your salad and your dinner.
Number 3 on our list this week is some controversy on Manette Avenue. That's where Our Lady Star of the Sea Church wants to build a new rectory for its priest. But in doing so, they'll have to tear down 2 homes which were built in 1918 and are a part of a 6-home group that was the dream of an architect way back in 1918. Neighbors are very upset about this happening. The church says that they need it for their growth in the community and building a wider campus. One other note that I wanted to tell you about this was that the church actually started taking down the carport and a tree on the site, but they were reminded by neighbors to go down. They actually needed to get the permits first. The church has not gotten a permit to take down the house, nor have they gotten a building permit yet to build the new rectory. Story number 4 on the Beat Blast this week is an old business is closing down. I'm talking about Pied Piper's Emporium on Cowell Avenue. It's been a long-time head shop and center for cannabis culture in the Bremerton community for 18 years. But in an ironic twist, they say that marijuana legalization has actually hurt the business because now there are pot stores all over Bremerton, including 3 in about a half-mile radius from the business.
I had come here for one of my first pipes when I was, I think, 19, and I walked in. I thought that this was just kind of like a little home away from home that made me feel super comfortable when I walked in. So it's sad that it's going to be gone because now working here for the last 2 years, it's been just like a little tight-knit family. I'm sure we're still going to be all together, but there's too many shops, too much glass, places to always get something cheaper. So people always just kind of filter through and will tell us, oh, we're just going to go down the street and look there, and then you don't see them come back. So.
All right, and story number 5, rounding out the Bremerton Beat Blast this week, is about a special party that occurred on Monday night up at the corner of Gregory Way and High Avenue. That's where Dawn Marie Wilson organized Rock the Block. She's tired of seeing drug addicts and drug pushers come through the neighborhood and cause problems within her neighborhood, and she wants to do something about it. So she invited the Bremerton Police Department to come up and basically educate the neighbors on how to start a neighborhood watch and to have more tools in the toolbox for dealing with such issues.
I live on Gregory Way, and I had an event called Rock the Block. And what it is it's a different kind of rock the block. It's not music. We're rocking the block, and we're taking back my street is what we're doing. We noticed a lot of drug and crime activity in our neighborhood, and I wanted to know what I could do to make a difference in my neighborhood. And so I got together with the Bremerton Police Department and Sergeant Renfro from SOG and Joe Sexton, who's a community resource officer, agreed to come out and help me do a drug awareness presentation with the neighborhood and a neighborhood watch. Hopefully we can change not just my community, hopefully we can go into other communities. Hopefully this spreads and we can help other people take their community back.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I want to thank you, Afton, for coming on the program with us today. And I want to leave you with some cool images from last Saturday. A performance boat show right here on the Bremerton Marina raced up through Dyes Inlet and down through the Port Washington Narrows here. So again, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.
Let it go.